Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Get ready.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Slam. Quarter. Slam.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And finally brought down at the 43. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Nice, sweetheart. Check your hot read. Check. Quarter.
Now Bell. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Here we go.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Let's go.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You better bring it. 80. 56 to Mike.
Here's Rosen.
I'm here all day.
Being chased out, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 9. Buzz. 56. Monday. Right there. 56. Hey, alert. Danny. What do you got?
From the gun, it's Rosen. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Tonight, 180. Mike's 56. Hey, get in the weight room. Chef.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Rosen looking to throw. Caught here by Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up, Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long opening drive and a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Let's go.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Coming for you, Smoke. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I got him.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
One.
Nice, pick it up.
Mike 55. Right there.
Throwing, Mariota. This is brought in by Gibson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Jam. Slam.
49, check 49. One. Out. One.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Twist.
First down, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
4 down. Motion, 89.
After the sack on first down, Rosen, it's complete to Hopkins. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards.
First down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Come on, QB, come on.
Monday.
56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller, He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Here we go.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Rosen to throw. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Complete to Josh Doxson. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Mike 56. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Now Bell.
Run.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Get him. You got him.
56 to Mike. 56.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Here's Bell. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You're not ready.
Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, G.
To throw is Rosen. To the catch made by Hopkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Mike 20, Delta. Mike 27.
Focus, defense, focus.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen, that's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Rosen will throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Now Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
You must be. Hey, alert, alert. Mike 27.
Rosen to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Harold Landry, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's now 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now it's Rosen looking. He finds Hopkins complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. A gain of 32 that time. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
One. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Check. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Watch Swiss. 3. Kill.
Check 4.
He's coming. We got double up.
Throwing is Mariota. That's going to be caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Echo.
Mike 55.
Switch up.
One.
From the gun, Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gano now to add the extra point. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime.
Makes the score Titans 14, Texans 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you. Mike 27.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Single. Watch 8-9, he's yours.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Coming to you.
To throw Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mariota now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
55, right there in the middle.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check, 55's to Mike. Check, 55's to Mike. Wild Bill.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Watch the pass.
Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Deuce, deuce. Deuce, deuce.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 3.
Here's Mariota. This is brought in by Gibson. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Mariota to throw it. He completes it to Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Kill. Check 43. Undercrush.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Mariota now. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
Mike's 56. Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. I got you, baby. I got you.
This is Bell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The 5-yard line.
180. Check 56. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Watch the screen. Check.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
3rd and goal. Rosen. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ain't no
Throwing, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Mariota now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming for you, son.
One.
Mariota. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Mariota now to throw on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
12 at the 38-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Mariota. Dancing to his left. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
A first down carry for Henry.
Check.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Switch gears.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What we got?
Second and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Bang, 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 bang. Check.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Come on, D. Mike 55, Mike 55. Get your swerve on.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch the boot. Switch. Three. Hey, watch the ship. Shift. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Check nickel.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Texans 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Seven's the mic. Watch the curls.
Following the interception here, Mariota. That one caught by Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Watch out. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Back.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's get it. Sir, move, Mike 47.
Don't get nervous.
Watch twist. Kill.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up, Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Check 25, check 25.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Ready? Three buzz. Hey, alert 3. Check 26. Show an 8. Shift. Watch the shift. One.
Tight on. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll run on first down. Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Tighten up.
Again, it's Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
I'm about to take you to school. Shift. One. Shift.
Watch that.
Check 99.
Running from the gun with Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
80. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
They'll look to throw.
It's going to be a long day.
And he finds Tyler Croft. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Rosen to throw. Open man is QT, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All day.
Now it's Rosen. Gets it to Gordon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
I got one. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Get in the way, bro.
Mariota completes it to Davis. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down.
Set. 1, 3. Baby, come on, let's go. 47 Mike, 47 Mike. Haywood. Let's get the ball.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
You go night-night. Tell him go night-night. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. One. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hatch it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Ready? Blue 80. One. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike's 47. Double dog. That's the way. 47 Mike. Mike 47. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Where are they, team? 3.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Now Mariota.
Let's get off the field.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Titans, It was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak, I'ma sit.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
No. Blue 58. Watch 55. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On first down, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Throwing now is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
It's second down.
Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm coming after you. He's checking. Crash. Switch.
Front it.
Watch the edge. Slam. Kill. Turn up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
I know he ain't got it.
Aguilar has it. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Wilson. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st down, it's Curtis. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 39, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
44's the mic. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Way to be there, baby.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. Watch the screen. Jam him. Slam.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
49, check 49, check.
Hey guys, listen. 44, Mike.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They're scared.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 30.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Check 56.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Hey, pick your game up.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
319. Time to go, night. Right. He's tight right here.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. L.J. Collier able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Play to win. Let go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Dean Lowry coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Spot that. Check 4. He's coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Go, run!
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
They still playing soccer. Y'all play.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And
a big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, past the 20. A big run there by Jones, 75 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Wahoo! Let's go, let's go.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Orbit. 58's the Mike.
Check. Hey, easy.
Here's Wilson to throw.
No.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First down, Packers.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for his running back Aaron Jones that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Box it. Get 300.
Rodgers to throw once more. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Rodgers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 55.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 30.
26.
Hey, here I come.
And again, it's Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Davante Adams, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
All day, baby, all day.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Tempo.
They go play action with Wilson. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
We got trips over here. Trips over here.
Guys, 4 down. 12.
No. Check that. We got Mike 52, right?
18.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Under 10. 10.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just think there's something wrong with the football.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Packers 23, Seahawks 20.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen. They turned into a really nice play.
Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Yeah, Liz.
Don't be scared.
Now it's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Come on, D.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as well. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build up the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's caught, Lockett. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
52.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Check, check, check.
Good job right there.
Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down now. It's Curtis.
Don't go nowhere.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, alert.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Check hot route. Hot.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Packers take over first.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Jones.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Watch 14.
Now Ridley.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, you block over here.
54.
Hey, seam 6.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
On play action. Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down. It's Jones, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Jump out!
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, it's caught by Aguilar. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Front left, front left.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Come to my world.
Throwing now is Wilson. Aguilar has it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Shift, shift. Watch the safety creep.
He's back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now Myers for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 34, Packers 30.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Rodgers to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, high 7.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Let's go 30.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Rodgers has done it before, but he won't get the connection here, and the ball game is over. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed.